Here's a really important belief. Whenever a woman tells you she doesn't like you or something you're doing, it's her issue, not yours. Most men, when a woman tells them that she doesn't like something they're doing or something about them, they immediately think that there's something wrong with them, that they need to change themselves or some behavior that they're doing. And a great example of this is from the movie Saving Silverman. In the movie, the protagonist, Darren Silverman, is engaged to this woman named Judith, who is really, really hot, who is actually played by Amanda Peet. And in the movie, Judith does not approve of Darren's friends, and she doesn't approve of the music he listens to. So Darren starts changing himself. He stops hanging out with his friends. He stops listening to the music he likes. Now, this is a great example of what not to do with women, because it communicates to women that you have a weak sense of self, a weak sense of identity, that you look to others to tell you what to do, that you're an approval-seeking, validation-hungry little lapdog who's trying to win women over. In other words, it establishes that she's the prize, not you, and as you know, women feel no attraction towards men who aren't the prize. Also, when a woman tells you that she doesn't like something about you or something you're doing, and you think that it's your issue, that you need to change it, it's going to stop you from pushing the envelope, from trying out tactics and skill sets that you might normally do, because you're going to be self-conscious. And because of this, it's going to prevent your skill set with women from flourishing. Also, women oftentimes will test men to see if they can get men to change for them. And when a man changes too quickly, a woman knows that he's not a real man, that he has a weak sense of self and identity. And he's basically like a little puppy that's looking for someone to tell him what to do. At this point, a woman's going to move on, or if she's a real rhymes with witch, she's going to step all over the guy. Avoid this belief like the plague. You're better off. Instead, have the belief that whenever a woman tells you she doesn't like something about you, it's her issue, not yours. This is going to let her know she's dealing with a real man, someone with a very strong sense of self, strong identity, who's the prize she has to win over. Now, a few words of warning. If you've approached a lot of women and you keep getting the same bad reaction, well, then maybe you need to assess what you're doing. Now, a lot of women is not 3 or 4 women or even 5 or 6. I've been out with guys who will tell me, oh my God, I've approached so many women and I keep getting the same bad reaction. I'm such a loser. And I'll be like, how many women did you approach? And they'll be like, 2, multiple women. Not enough, okay? If you've approached even 9 women and you get the same bad reaction, it's their issue, not yours. If you've approached like 30 women and you keep getting that same bad reaction, well, then you need to maybe fine-tune or assess what you're doing. So what I want you to do is I want you to work on developing the belief that whenever a woman tells you she doesn't like something about you or something you're doing, it's her issue, not yours. Here's another really important belief. It's related to the last one. You do not need a woman's validation. She needs yours. Okay, most guys spend a lot of time trying to prove to women how funny they are, or how smart they are, or how rich they are, or how successful they are, or how manly they are. But most women know no matter how hard a guy tries to impress her, he's a validation-hungry little worker bee, because he's conveying to her how desperate he is for her validation. And he's conveying to her that he has the belief that he needs a woman's validation for her to feel attraction towards him. When you believe you need a woman's validation, you're communicating to her that she's a prize you want to win over, and that you're an approval-seeking lapdog, and you've got styrofoam for a backbone. this is probably the quickest way to turn a woman off. So if there's a woman in your life that's stalking you and you really want to get rid of her, start seeking her validation. My promise, she'll be gone in no time. Since women feel no attraction toward men who aren't the prize, you're better off believing she wants your validation, and you could care less if you get hers.